All right, welcome to the Chapter 4 homework assignment review, help, whatever. Sorry, I'm being stupid. Okay, so we have Chapter 4 here. Let's go ahead and break this down. Remember, you got these assignments up here to focus on as well, but let's look at the problem assignment here. As it loads, so it looks like we have nine questions in this assignment. Not too shabby. Got a handful of multiple guess. Let's see what else we got here. Okay, that's not a multiple choice. Let's go back. Okay, it looks like that was our first one. So it looks like we have 7, 8, 9, 3 problems that are going to deal with our problems. So here we're doing closing entries, and I have a snippet video on this. So hopefully you can watch that and do that. But yeah, I think I'm going to let you watch that snippet video to save time in this video. Watch the snippet video on how to do closing journal entries, and then you can come and do this at the same time. I think that'd be the best way to do it, okay? Okay, so in this one, we're going to enter our normal balances in the first row of T accounts below. So this, again, is kind of helping you refresh on your normal balances, and then we're going to close these entries using the T accounts so that each final balance is 0. Let's look and see which ones of these need to be zeroed out. Capital account, no, does not need to be zeroed out because that's a permanent account. But withdrawals, revenues, income summary, and all the expenses are our temporary accounts. So we definitely are going to close those out. We want those to be at 0. So let's go here and let's start here. Covert Capital, its normal balance is a credit. So we're going to go 18,200 there. The withdrawals account is 2,100. That normal balance is going to be a debit, 2,100. Service revenue is a credit, and it's 33,500. We're not going to put anything in the income summary right now because we haven't done anything with it. Salaries expense is a debit of 25,200, and rent expenses a debit of 3,200. So we want to post our closing entries to each T account. Let's start off with how we do this normally. We start off with our revenues. Here's our T account. Okay, remember our T account goes like this. Credits on the right, debits on the left. So in order to close this, we need to credit the service revenue, 33,500. Again, don't worry about that there's extra lines. You don't necessarily need them. We're going to debit our service revenue. We're going to credit our income summary. We're going to, with our expenses now, because there's no other revenues, we're going to credit our expenses, 25,200. That gives us a 0 balance there. And we're going to debit our income summary, 25,200. And then we're going to come over here and we're going to credit our rent expense, 3,200. And then we're going to come over here to our income summary, 3,200 debit. And then we're going to do a little bit of math. Let me pull up my handy dandy calculator real quick. And we're going to take the income summary and take the credit balance and subtract out our debit balances. And that leaves us a positive number. So we're going to have a net income of 5,100. So our ending balance in the income summary is 5,100 right now. But in reality, what we need to do is we need to now close our income summary out by 5,100 as a credit. Excuse me, a debit. Let's go 25,200 here. What's it doing? Messing me up. What is going on? You guys are watching this, right? 25,200. 33,500. What is going on? If you guys experience this, let me know. This is bizarre. Oh, okay. I know what it's doing. It's saying we can't use both lines. Okay, this is going to be complicated. This will be interesting. 33,500. So let me go ahead and put this rent expense of 3,200 over here again. Because when I do this, okay. Then maybe it wants me to do closing the income summary out. Sometimes I have to figure out what they want too. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes they're crazy. Sometimes they're crazy. And it was 5,100. But we need to do an ending balance here because we're going to close this income summary out to our Carver Capital. And then we're going to close our withdrawals account to our Carver Capital, whatever his name is. And then we're going to do 18,200 plus 5,100 minus 2,100, 21,200. So the income summary should be a zero balance. Let's see if we can do that. Okay, it's not going to let us do that. I'm curious what they want us to do with that account. It's got to be wrong. Okay, the income summary. Oh, I'll know what they want to do. They want us to, yeah, I know what they want us to do. They want us to put them all in the same. So we need to combine these two to make it to where it needs to be. 25,200 plus 3,200. That's what it wants us to do. 28,400. Sometimes you just got to kind of figure that out. 28,400. I know, you know, if you're doing this by hand, you know, it would be fine. That's what it wants us to do. Oh, and then it wants the zero probably over on this side. See, sometimes that's why I let you check your work, because if it's some stupid little nuancy thing like this, I want you to be able to do it. And see, look at these. It says all these are right, but it's not complete. It's because we didn't put zeros in the ending balances. All right. So watch this. I'm going to put a zero in the ending balances over here. Withdrawals, normal balance. Rent expense, normal balance. Now I'm going to check my work and it'll be complete. See, so it's just little nuances like this that I know. And if you ever lose a point or any points because you didn't put a zero in here, if you see that, let me know. I'll adjust it for you, okay? Because I just think that kind of stuff's a little bit ticky-tack crap, but, you know, it is what it is, I guess. I hate that phrase too, but, you know, what else do you do? All right, so here we're going to create financial statements. We're going to do the income statement, owner's equity balance sheet, and our debits and credits. Now, I'm not going to do this for you because I have snippets on how to do financial statements based off of the adjusted trial balance. And I also have videos on how to do the closing entries. But really and ultimately, if you can make a financial statements from the adjusted trial balance, and you can make the final, the closing entries, you're in good shape, okay? That's what I'm looking for, all right? The post-closing trial balance is basically everything down to the capital account with its balance here. You're basically just eliminating all of the stuff down here, and you're going to have a different number for your capital account, whatever the ending balance is. Everything else is the same. It's kind of, in my opinion, a redundant financial statement, but I guess some people in the world think it's good. But there's your homework help. I know it wasn't a lot of actually going through these problems and assignments, but you definitely have the video helps already to do these, okay? So this should be helpful as far as learning how to continue to do it, but it should be at this point starting to get like, okay, I can do this. And trust me, you're going to want to know how to do this for your exams. All right. All right. With that, guys, if you have any questions, let me know. Otherwise, we'll see you guys in future videos.